What's up, everybody? It's your boy Noland Pruitt, and of course, you're still watching. You still hanging with me. Real talk with your boy Noland Pruitt. I got the new Making the Band. They not only play for Vincent Bohannon, but Beyonce. All of them just not speaking into existence. They call him, but no, I got these talented. And we're gonna get into this interview. We're gonna have a good time. But I have Ace. I got Flash. I got Kenny. And I got my boy Sean Copeland. What's going on, y'all?
What's going on?
So tell me what areas, first of all, what areas is everybody from? Let's start with you.
I'm originally from DC.
Okay.
Moving for school, I relocated to New York.
Okay, cool.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, all right.
Jamaican bloodline, but Brooklyn.
All right.
From Brooklyn.
All right, I'm from Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, that's
All right, but no, Midwest all day. But so tell me what's going on, and I'll start with Sean. But tell me, and Sean, I want you to introduce later on the instruments and stuff like that too, and then you guys can expand. But tell me what's going on tonight. Of course, we're here for the reunion, but what's going on in your headspace about tonight?
Yes. So, first thing, let me correct you before Vincent have a fit.
Okay.
So he hates the term reunion because we always mix it up. We're here for a reunion, but it's really the anniversary.
Anniversary. Okay, got it.
Yeah, this is basically the.
Well, he told me earlier it's a convocation.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Vincent, which one you want?
That's a joke.
Yo.
Yo, but it's funny. It does kind of feel like like a convention or something.
Yeah,
Everybody just pull up at the same time. It's
Right.
But yeah, we basically celebrating the 6th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually I want to say 3rd anniversary with SOV, playing with SOV. I missed the first 2 years.
Okay.
The 2nd year they did the first recording, and then I believe it was last year, the 5th anniversary. That's when they did the 2nd recording.
Okay.
But yeah, this year we're celebrating the 6th, and I'm actually excited because honestly, you don't really think that you'll get a certain place until you get there, and then you're like, wow, we're actually at 6. We actually doing this.
Wow.
And I'm just looking forward to the future and where we will be in the next 5 to 6 years.
You got to write the vision,
right?
You know what I'm saying. But not only are you just a musician, but I heard somebody say you the MD in the building. So everybody looking at you for cues.
So something like that.
Teach me real quick. Teach me real quick.
Yeah.
So if I give them this, I want them to worship me, right?
Sometimes it depends on the atmosphere.
Oh, singers know what we talking about. We
know.
know.
So let me just touch on what you said.
Yeah, the number
about
system.
the MD.
Yeah.
Not even the number system.
Okay.
The MD thing. Yes, kind of sort of the MD, but it's not so much me leading out and they following. We all work together in the situation.
I love it.
Like, for example, me and Daniel, we play together all the time, from little kids. So we kind of know each other the closest. So it's like we do things without even having to talk sometimes, and it just falls in line. So sometimes what we'll do is explain to the others, all right, so we normally do this, or sometimes we'll do X, Y, and Z, and that's how we just gel so easily because you got 2 people who've been playing together for a long time.
Right.
And it's like we all bring something fresh to the table.
Yeah.
And
so chemistry is important.
yes, chemistry.
And then when you have that, you can build and create.
Right. Exactly.
Kenny, let me ask you quickly to get off of to add on to what Sean was saying. How important is it to create in a moment, and then how do you know to pull back? And so the creativity, is it too much at times, or how do you balance that?
One, for me, I'll say it starts with maturity in music.
That's good.
Because without maturity, you wouldn't really know what decisions to properly make. And sometimes you'll go based off, oh, I know how to play this, or I know how to play a flat 7, or I know how to play this. And a lot of times it don't fit.
Yeah.
And certain stuff you might do isn't required for even that song. Earlier we was talking in the room before we came, and there's this oldie Kojic ballad move. It's a 4-1-4-3.
Okay.
And you could play that in almost any proper ballad song, especially Kojic.
Wow.
But you could play it in a shout or something and it don't fit. Why? Because that's not the context of that move.
Right. Wow.
So it's all on your own as an individual. You gotta know music. You gotta study music. Even though a lot of people may not agree outside of gospel music,
oh, yeah.
But yeah, you gotta study, even if it's jazz or whatever.
For sure.
Because if you listen to only gospel, you're gonna only limit what you know, your moves to gospel moves.
That's right.
You don't really want to be known as the gospel cat alone. You kind of want to be able to move around. If Sean calls out, yo, you know this move from the secular song or whatever, let's try to fit it in. And then you're looking there like, what? Like, yo, tell me numbers quick. Like,
so from your hand movement, we can say that you are the bass
player. Yep.
Okay, and then you are the drummer.
Keys, organ.
Keys, organs, and so what's this? This was word ox. What is that?
Well,
you so
auxiliary, yeah.
So short for auxiliary. So what? So if for people who may not be, what does that do to help the main organist or the main? Is that two different things, or how does that work?
Well, depending on your sounds or like, who's doing what or whatever, you have the keys, which is like the foundation.
Okay.
Keys is like the mother of whatever's going on. Right?
Got it.
And then you have organ, which is like the surrounding bed, so to speak. Auxiliary is another key instrument, but it's to help fill in whatever's not there for a bigger picture, right? So auxiliary, you may have a pad, or you may have your strings, you may have bells or little, it's like the fine tune, the icing on the cake type of, you know what I'm saying? It's not completely necessary, but with it brings the complete masterpiece.
Quad, doobie pow, all y'all musicians, I know y'all loving this right now. I'm agreeing to half the stuff like I know what he's talking about. But no, I'm following definitely what you're saying. So it creates the bigger picture of what's not, I love that, what's not there or may need to be filled in.
Right.
I love that. Spirituality, I'm gonna hit you with that, my boy over here.
right one.
I got the Holy Ghost. So listen, what spiritual, because we can, of course your gift can take you many places, and so that's our goal as young people, to be exposed. I hope that's our goal, to be exposed as much as God allows us. But spiritual, what are some principles that you would give you say to yourself, or that you would give somebody who's starting off to keep themselves just centered? Because believe it or not, there's a lot of wild stuff going on. Okay, so this is real talk. So what's the things that just keep you kind of level?
Well, growing up, like Sean said earlier, like we grew up in the same church, knew each other since babies, and my parents are musicians. We were blessed to grow up in a house that there was always music there, whether it be the church or my household.
Yeah.
And through that, my father's a minister or whatever, and growing up in church, he always used to tell us to pray before we play. We used to, when we first started playing, and we should probably go back, because we used to have oil, like where we would play and just pass it around, and like anoint ourselves before we play, before services. Sometimes I stay over at his house, he stay over at mine. We'll wake up like 6 o'clock in the morning and just pray.
Wow.
And, like,
Argue first
Argue.
about a musical topic or something.
Pray though.
And then pray.
But and
And
then
be like on point in the service later that day.
because it helps
Like
you
on
to
a Saturday night
understand
before
one
church.
another. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes relationships don't grow if you don't understand the person, and sometimes you gotta know what this person doesn't like. And from that you can almost, from realizing why this person thinks why they think, it may adjust your thinking. And so from the natural, that led to the spiritual, to where when we play with others, we understand the value of a person's positive energy. You know what I'm saying? With positivity, we're all coming together on one goal. The same way there are praise and worship leaders, and that are vocalists, we're still worship leaders, from our instrument.
Yeah.
And we can point the direction to where the service goes. If my attitude is off, and if my my energy is off, it can bring everybody down. I can play every single note correctly, but if my spirit is not right, so that's one thing I appreciate about this unit, because he came like out of nowhere. He was like the baby, because we Kojic, so he just.
Did you mention that Baptist?
No, he Kojic too.
Mention that Baptist. I grew up. It's all right.
He's Kojic too, but like he came around like a little later, or whatever. So he moved to New York, and then I knew Kenny because he's from New York. His older cousin is like a real close friend of mine. His older cousin plays bass. He moved to Atlanta or whatever. So when Sean brought Kenny around, I was like, okay, but he's not the Kenny he was when I first know. He's like really playing right now, and his energy is what I appreciate. The value of his energy brings us all together.
Wow.
So even though we may be on the same page, because they have the mindset to fall in line or whatever, and even sometimes they'll create something that's like, it'll broaden our horizons to where it's like, okay, let's all go with that. It just creates something very unique, that's different, because of course there's that New York sound or whatever, but then also you want to do something new. You don't have to recreate the wheel. However, you do want to update it. You know what I'm saying? That's why every year, like you can have an Outlander, but it's an 04 Outlander, 2014 Outlander, 2020 Outlander.
Right.
You know, sometimes just updating things, and you know, as the spirit, you know, changes, so do we. I mean, God doesn't change, of course, but sometimes how the people are affected, you know, also changes, because worship now is not worship 20 years ago.
Yeah.
They're different.
And our revelation of what he's doing now changes.
Absolutely.
Because we weren't open to what he was doing, and then now we're open to it, so it causes a whole different feel.
Absolutely.
Lift your hands. I speak a preacher anointing on you. I want you to go to the highways and byways. He's got some good stuff. All of y'all are very like, I'm kind of surprised. All of you guys, not really surprised in a bad way, but all of you guys are very intelligent, and you're very grounded, and you have a solid information. And I hope I can get you at my conference this year in Atlanta, because we need more of people our age, millennials, who just got some sense. Period. This is real talk. I couldn't say it any other way. But listen, so y'all give them your social media, y'all give them your Instagrams, because we want the followers to keep up with you guys and your journeys, man. Because of course, y'all probably gigging and doing some things, so we want some people to keep up with y'all. And then teach me how to slap too. When we you still can't slap. Now I was gonna play a perfect pitch game with y'all, but time is moving. Y'all gotta go. Okay, let's start with you. Your Instagram.
Instagram, Ace Keys, ACE.KEYS. Ace Keys.
Instagram, King Flash __.
My IG is creative. It's basically Kenny. Not the way you type out basically, but basically Kenny.
Okay.
My Instagram is Call Me Cope. So CALL me __ Cope COPE.
And this is your 2020 Making the Band. Y'all clap your hands for him tonight. No, we out here. Listen, I've enjoyed my time with y'all, man. I hope this won't be your last time on the show.
Definitely.
And I hope we run into each other in the highways and byways. You keep on preaching here. Y'all keep on pushing this man to preach. But we out of here. They got to go do the thing. We're about to have a great time tonight. And we'll be bringing you more interviews and more behind the scenes footage. Okay, you're watching Real Talk with your boy Noland Pruitt. Y'all tell them bye.
All right,
Peace out.